This video we're going to look at Mississippi State. Obviously Mike Leach with the base air raid, everything that he does. Lots of people have seen and try to duplicate and all that. But right here what we're looking at is kind of the way that they put a little different tag where they run a bang 8 when they get down to the goal line, red zone, stuff like that. And they'll do it in different situations as well. But trying to throw that bang 8, and they'll call that instead of that 6-step out or the read out where they can run the corner, all that stuff, depending on what the corner's doing. But right here we'll take a look at it so we can tell you a little bit more about what's going on. We'll kind of get into it pretty quickly. But right here you can see they're down here on the 4-yard line against Auburn, and right here they end up motioning the outside receiver. You can see him coming in right here. They motion him from number 1 to number 2, and once the ball snapped, you can see coming in mesh right here after they ran the motion. Obviously they're going to get those reads and all that stuff. The outside guys, looks like both of them right here. You can see inside releases, inside release up top. They're running bang 8s. One thing that's really interesting about this, with this motion, when they bring him in motion, they switch obviously who's playing who. And right here you can see he's outside leverage on that mesh, and now he's outside leverage on this guy that's running the bang 8. You can't really see it very well, but right here you can see pretty easy release. That corner that was manned up on him, obviously now he's bumped in, but he didn't quite get to the right spot. And you can see he's leaning on him right now, about to run that bang 8. Check swing here by the back, takes that safety right there. He's gone, so he's chasing right there, Both those guys are going to disappear. Again, trying to beat man-to-man. Sticks it. And once he sticks it right there after he leans on him, that ball is getting out. Stick. Ball is getting released right here, throwing it through this window, put it on that guy. So would really like to throw these bang 8s as opposed to that 6-step out whenever you get down to the goal line with those tight windows and tight man coverage. So right here, good job right here, leaning on him, beating man-to-man. Lean, stick, ball's out. Good accurate ball right there. Able to use his body to try to protect the ball from the defender. Obviously, if you're throwing that out, if you've been reading that out, maybe you win there, but that's a long throw. Ball's in the air for a long time. That aggressive man, a lot of times you don't want to do that on the goal line. So we'll look at a few more looks. Just tagging it right there, getting to the bang 8 as opposed to that 6-step out. Could give you another option there on the goal line to run that mesh. Same game, same play, similar situation there on the 6-yard line instead of the 4. Motion him into short motion. Right there is going to go mesh. Bang 8 again, hopefully keeping this guy outside leverage. You can see right there, ball's getting snapped. He's outside leverage on that bang 8 with that short motion. He's going right there. We'll see exactly what we do here. He's inside releasing, going to the bang 8 as well. Quarterback's first look, check swing. His very first look is going to be to this bang 8. If he doesn't like it now, you're getting down to these meshes against man-to-man. So right there gives you an extra option to throw. And right here, as you can see, once he sees him leave, and that guy's the leverage right there, is obviously going to win on that bang 8 based off of how he's playing right there. So good job here by the quarterback. Gets his eyes to it quickly. He sees him vacate, so now that space is open to throw that bang 8 based off of leverage. Ball's out right there. Easy throw and catch. Good job holding on to it right there. Avoiding the goalpost. Almost gets blown up into the goalpost, but right there, good catch. Gets him down in the end zone. Good timing there by the quarterback as well, understanding where he wants to go. Feet set, get the ball out, and let your guy play. Win on that bang 8 with that little bit of motion. That corner did not do a great job of getting the leverage that he needed, and understanding that the longest throw is going to be to the outside. But right there, again, man-to-man there on the goal line, able to have a little bit of a progression there, take advantage of it with that bang 8, and then obviously you get down to the mesh. If you look back, see what would have happened right here if you weren't able to throw that bang 8. Let's look at these meshes and see what takes place. You do a pretty good job of switching this off right there on those meshes. Here's another bang 8 or dig right here to the backside, working those windows as well. Here's a little bit of a different look here from Mississippi State. Actually free release in the back here, meshing with the inside guys. He's running almost like a slant, not really so much a bang 8. He just runs a slant right here. Obviously man coverage, getting a little bit of blitz right here, middle X. Back does a good job right there, stepping up. He crosses right there, so he's going to stay with his man. Take him right there. Here's the mesh coming. All right here, if you had to have got down onto the mesh, he's probably going to win right there on that mesh, but they're able to take the very first one. You got a wheel right there. They win right there with that leverage. You can obviously see right there. Good job here by the receiver going up, making the play right there. High ball, not afraid to have contact right there. I would say probably the read right here with this back, releasing on that wheel, you're probably going slant, wheel, mesh right there across, very similar to what Sark and them do. So right there you got the slant, they win, throw it, if that would have been jumbled up, now we can flip it out there to the back. With that leverage right there, if he would have been there and they wouldn't have liked this slant or bang 8, now you're getting down to this mesh right here. He's trying to get him open right there. But right there, good play there from Mississippi State. Big touchdown. They threw obviously 3 touchdowns against Auburn in this game. You'd think they'd try to get some inside leverage, not get beat on those slants, but as you can see, it happened 3 different times. It's one of those things. I'm sure they'll probably harp on this next year and not allow it to happen. But you can see against Auburn, they will take advantage of it 3 different times on the goal line. Usually against Memphis right here, and you can see in motion across right here, meshing there, bang 8. You got the wheel right there from the back, free release. So as you can see right here, quarterback catches it, eyes go right there to the bang 8, ends up throwing it. You can see how tight that window is. He pauses just a little bit. They're trying to throw it to that window, but you can see he's throwing it off his back foot right there. He doesn't really follow through. Not sure if he just thinks his receiver, because of his size, he wants to put this thing up towards the back of the end zone, let him go make a play. But here they missed by just a little bit. But you can see what they were trying to do there. Trying to hit that bang 8, probably trying to go over the top of everything. Because that window right there, if they're trying to throw through that window and put it on his chest, is going to be pretty tight. The progression on this would probably be, hey, we're going bang 8. Got a free release wheel. That linebacker's flying out there to it. We got these meshes here. Probably going to go 1, 2, 3. Possibly getting backside if you really needed to. But right there, he's probably going to settle it down or keep running depending on man coverage. And you can see right there, he's starting to settle down. Probably the read right there is to get off of that, unless you're saying, hey, we want to take that shot with our big receiver to the back of the end zone, which obviously he can make that play. But right there, probably going to tell him, hey, let's go ahead and get down. It's 1st and 10. You don't have to force this thing to the end zone. It's not 3rd down. So right there, take your completion right there, see if you can get us down close to the goal line. Here's a look here in the Egg Bowl against Ole Miss, where they're running this bang 8. They motion it again, where they're running this mesh right here. He actually looks like he's running the out. You got a bang 8 right there, check. He's actually checking his backside linebacker, check, swing that direction, and we'll see what the quarterback sees right here. So it looks like the very first look, his eyes are going over here to that bang 8. Obviously, if you're running a bang 8 at that 3 safety look, unless he's way off the hash, it's basically 2-on-1 right there. If we know it's 2-on-1, we'll go ahead and get off of it, and we'll go ahead and go to the next read. And right there, you can see he's chasing right there, funneling to that safety. That's dead, so he gets off of it. And right here, he's getting down. Basically, you're reading this defender. So right here, you can see this mesh is coming back across right here. This defender's kind of in no man's land. He's sitting on one of the other. Quarterback understands, hey, it's 2nd and 2. Get the ball completion, which is what he does right here. He gets it out to the back. And right here, obviously, it's going to be a pretty tight play. But if he can make this guy miss, there's a lot more space. But right there, catches it. Doesn't get a huge play, but he's able to get 4 yards right there and get a 1st down right there on the 2nd and 2. So not a huge play. Might have tried to have kept this thing a little flatter. Obviously, you might want to wheel, but if you're check wheeling, it's going to be really hard to outrun these backers. If you check swing and flip it out there to him now, instead of catching it and getting hit, he's catching this ball at the line of scrimmage, falling forward for about 4. If he catches it maybe 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, he's catching it right there, right now. He's going to make that guy miss probably, or you need to get another back. But right there, he should be able to make a miss if he's catching that thing more static as opposed to going upfield here. And then he can hopefully make that guy miss and make a bigger play than just 4 yards. But right there, taking a completion. Obviously, 3 safety look. A lot of teams are starting to work that right there. 3 safety look, get off of it. That corner's playing back, and it's not really just a cover 3. He's kind of getting funneled to him. It's more of a Tampa. So right there, get it out to the back. Or if he would have been wider, now we're working this mesh coming across right there.